Who's that?
Josh in Atlanta. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay, Josh in Atlanta. What's up?
Yeah, can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah, you sound
Did you
great.
hear that
hey,
first call?
great.
Because I think we may have covered some of the ground you're about to ask about.
I was thinking that when I heard you guys talking.
But go
maybe I'll
for
try
it.
to go through a little more concisely, a little more clear than the last caller.
Right.
So, it's about logical absolutes, if they exist or don't exist, and if you're justified in saying one way or another. There's objects and there's concepts. Your iPad's an object. Open is a concept. They both exist, but they're different. So when it comes down to logical absolutes, I really see it in there's only three options. You can tell me if there's more, what you guys think about it. It seems that there are logical absolutes, and we create a third category that holds these, and it's neither an object or a concept. That's what Matt Dillahunty's position is from what I've seen in his debates and videos. The second option is you can say they do exist, logical absolutes exist, but they're concepts of mind, so you're not creating the third category. And people like Matt Slick say that mind is God, blah, blah, blah. Or the third one, which is kind of where I hold now because it's kind of uncommitting, and I don't know. You say, I don't know one way or another, but you make the provisional assumption that they do exist, and it's useful because it is useful and so far accurate everywhere, everything I apply it to, it works and it's consistent. So I assume them until I get inaccurate results, and then I have a reason to doubt my tentative assumptions, and then I retract my assumption.
Right.
So that's kind of where I stand. But
what I was saying earlier was that, at some point it does come down to assumptions. Atheists and theists both agree that logic exists, and so it seems kind of pointless to quibble over whether that's true or not. But theists introduce this additional, completely extraneous point, saying, well, your logic depends on the existence of my God, and that's just not something that we need to accept.
Yeah, it's common ground across atheists or theists. I'm an atheist personally.
Right.
So, we all agree upon logic, but people are trying to find faith. The whole point of epistemology is to talk about this and figure it out. And so I agree with Matt on just about Dillahunty, about almost everything he says. But this is him holding to there being logical absolutes and him choosing this, the first category, that there's just this third category here that exists, and it's not an object and it's not a concept. And he doesn't seem to be able to support that, and I don't really get why he chooses to push that forward and then describe things from there and not just fall into the third category, which is, well, it's a provisional assumption and it's useful and it's accurate to everything I apply it to thus far, so I'll just keep using it until I find some inaccurate results and I have a reason to deny it. And just why put forward a positive claim when it's not necessary?
I don't know. Matt's not here, unfortunately.
Yeah, you'll have to ask him.
Yeah, no, he's supposed to be on the call today, so I was thinking I was going to talk to him. But I just want to see what you guys think about it, or where you kind of fall, or where there's justification therein.
I think I pretty much gave my view on it earlier.
Yeah.
I think presuppositional apologetics demands that there are just two categories, physical and conceptual, and even they don't actually agree with that if you follow their argument all the way through. So I don't see any reason to accept that as a dichotomy. That's all I think we're saying.
That's why I kind of have the third category there where I kind of fall. But I kind of just struggle with this whole topic in general because it seems like it requires you to use circular reasoning because you're using a logic, a human-based system of comparing objects and concepts together to then determine if there's logical absolutes. So you're creating an absolute using logic from it's circular. I mean, to use logic to justify logic.
Well, it's circular to use God to justify God.
Of course, and that's why I reject the first two positions.
If nothing
and I fall
else,
into the third.
then maybe this is just either an unanswered question or a question that's not really defined well enough to have an answer that that is satisfying. But we are about to be out of time.
But we can do some after show, right?
We
so
can
hang
take
on
a couple
if
of
you're still on
calls
the call.
after.
Yeah, still hold.
But
if you
thanks for
wanna talk.
calling. And
thanks for your time.
Sure enough, there's our